Hello, Wilbur Wright. This is Mr. Jovanovich down in the main office, and this is your message to the students, number 1 for the 2021-22 school year. Each week, we will be sending out a new video message that you will watch. The themes will revolve around the Wright Way, school safety, and some of the things that we want to implement here at Wilbur Wright. So here goes the first one. Enjoy. At Wilbur Wright, we want to encourage good behavior and kindness. We have a character education program called the Wright Way. During some short sessions throughout the year, we will discuss a variety of topics including school safety, bullying, compassion, tolerance, leadership, respect for all, with a huge emphasis on inclusion and acceptance. Every activity will revolve around these 5 principles. Be kind. At Wilbur Wright, we encourage students to always be kind to one another, and being kind to staff members, cafeteria workers, custodians is always very important. Be kind in every situation you possibly can to try to make our building a very kind and welcoming place. As you transition from elementary school to middle school to high school, Wilbur Wright Middle School is designed for you to improve in your ability to be responsible. We are asking you to be responsible for all your belongings and to be responsible for the classwork that you have, but also be responsible for your actions. We want you to learn and grow and improve while you are in our building so that when you go to the high school, you will be ready for some of the rigor and responsibilities that come with being an older student. Be respectful. Make sure every day you come into our building with a good attitude, and on those days that we're struggling or having a bad attitude, make sure that we stay respectful of all adults and all students here in our building. Everybody will give you respect if you give respect. Also, make sure that we are respectful of the building itself. We should not have any vandalism or graffiti in any of the parts of the building. We also shouldn't leave garbage or gum or things like that in the classroom or especially in the cafeteria. Be respectful of those adults that are working to make sure that this school is safe and clean and beautiful for you every single day. Make sure you are respectful at all times in all situations to adults and students. At Wilbur Wright, we are one student body, but we are all unique. We want to celebrate your uniqueness, and please understand that there should be no hesitation to just be yourself and who you are. We want everybody to be comfortable. We want everybody to be happy. We want everybody to be accepted here at Wilbur Wright. We are all in this together, and this is a place where everybody belongs. There are countless opportunities for you to be helpful at Wilbur Wright, whether that is cleaning up after a project is done in class, or helping in the cafeteria when lunch is over. You might be helpful on a day when a friend needs just to vent to you. Being helpful is at the basis of the Wright Way. We want every student to feel like they can be helpful to anybody in the building, whether that is the principal of the building or just one of their classmates in their social studies class. We want you to be helpful, and we want to help each other whenever possible. Wilbur Wright Middle School has a zero tolerance policy for bullying. Please report bullying or any peer conflict to a teacher, counselor, or any adult in the building. You can also tell your parents and have them contact the school. Other ways to report bullying or something you want the school administration to know are as follows. Email any teacher or staff member with the details of your issue. You could also fill out a care form located outside of the main office. Fill out a guidance appointment request form, which is an online form located on your desktop of your computer. And finally, you can make an anonymous report using the Stop It app. You could download this app on your cell phone or go to it on your computer. Our Wilbur Wright code is STM-WWMS 8650. If you ever forget that number, it is on our school website. Please report anything you want our school administration to know. It might be a peer conflict, it might be something you saw, it might be a safety issue that you just want to report to make sure everybody in our school can be safe. Please use this as it is an anonymous reporting site. You will not be reported by name, and we can communicate with you through the site based on an anonymous back and forth messenger. Here are some behavioral expectations as a reminder for what you need to be doing while you are here at Wilbur Wright. In the morning before school, we have a lot of time from the time you get dropped off on your bus to the time the first bell rings. 6th graders should go to the new gym, 7th graders should go to the cafeteria, and 8th graders should go to the old gym. If you want to get breakfast, go to the cafeteria, get breakfast, and sit at the designated tables. Once you are done eating your breakfast, please go back to the location that your grade is seated in. We should not be running, we should not be messing around in the morning, we should not be in bathrooms. Please make sure we are following all of our expectations in the morning. During passing periods, you have 5 minutes to get from class to class. There should be no running or goofing off in the bathrooms. Please use the restroom, wash your hands, and go to your class. During lunch, enter and sit in your assigned seat, then wait to be dismissed. Clean up after yourself, and we should not be walking around. We are still in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. And finally, after school, get out to your buses and your rides. Do not congregate in any parts of the building, especially not the cafeteria or the front of the school. If you are standing outside in the front of the school, that is not correct. If you're getting picked up by somebody in a car, you should go to the north side of the building, which is closest to Beaker Woods. That's where parents should be picking up students. If you're standing in the front, you will be cleared out by a staff member. Please make your way to the exits as soon as the bell rings so that the buses aren't waiting for you and we can clear out our building. Other behavioral notes. Make sure we are showing respect for all staff. If a staff member tells you to do something and you do not do it, but then when one of the administrators comes over and says that same exact thing and you do it, that is inappropriate. It is insubordination and you will be disciplined. Another reminder is that we have no cell phones in our school. Make sure that if you have your cell phone here in the school building, that it is off and out of sight. Wilbur Wright Middle School also has a dress code. Let's make sure we are mindful of our school dress code. Now, if there are disciplinary infractions, here are the things that could happen. You can have a loss of privileges, you can have cleaning duty, and you could also get a 30-minute, 60-minute, or 2-hour detention. For repeated behaviors or extreme behaviors, we also have in-school suspension and out-of-school suspension. This first month of school has been a bit of a struggle. We have to improve. The frustration that we are feeling as an administration and as teachers must improve, and it is based on our student behavior. We canceled going out to the homecoming parade. We have canceled some other things that have been presented, and those are all because of direct correlation to the behavior of our students. If you see something in our building that is inappropriate, or you want to report something to the administration, please use the Stop It app that was seen and talked about on the previous page. Every one of those reports gets investigated. If you are submitting false reports, we will investigate those and those students will be punished. So again, we must improve our behavior here at Wilbur Wright. All right, switching gears just a little bit, I wanted to go over our safety protocols. So first of all, each month we will have a fire drill. When the fire alarm goes off, please listen to your teacher about where you need to go to leave the building safely and quietly. When you get outside, you should be lined up and ready for your teacher to take attendance. Once attendance is taken, please wait patiently until the all clear is announced. Make your way back into the building quietly and then go on with your day. We also have tornado or disaster drills announced over the PA. This is once a semester. Many of you will stay in your rooms based on where you are, and others will go out into a hallway. Teachers, make sure you go over your drills and your locations. We also have a lockout call. If there's danger outside, we will call a lockout. That means no one will be permitted to go outside or come into the school until we get an all clear. This drill will also be announced over the PA. A hold is when teachers will lock their doors and continue business as usual. Holds are usually called when we need to keep the hallways clear for safety purposes. And finally, a lockdown drill. The lockdown drill will be called over the announcements over the PA. Teachers will turn off the lights, the doors will be locked, the students will be out of sight and quiet. If a lockdown is called during passing period, lunch, or you're in the hallway, go to the nearest classroom or room that can be locked. Adults will sweep the hallway for any students before closing and locking their doors. Please ask any questions if you are unsure of what to do in certain spots for a lockdown. Here at Wilbur Wright, we like to celebrate success. And one way we do that is by gotcha cards. If you are caught doing something that follows our Wright Way principles, you will be issued a gotcha card. The staff member who gives you that card will let you know that you've been caught doing something worth celebrating, and then you can bring the card down to the office and claim a prize. So please do all the good things that you can, because somebody might catch you doing something nice, and you might get some candy or some chips or something cool out of it. So please continue to do the right things the right way. Another way that we celebrate success is by doing a Student of the Week. Every week we will be celebrating a Student of the Week from each grade. Students are nominated by teachers and staff members for doing something positive on our school. Those students will get a certificate, their picture on our video announcements, and a delicious ice cream treat at lunch. As we wrap up our first presentation, I want you to ask yourself these questions on a daily basis. How are my words and actions impacting my environment? How are my words and actions impacting my peers? What can I do to be more positive with my peers? What can I do to make someone's day better? What can I do to improve my school? And how can I change my world? This year has been a challenge. Last year was a challenge. We are making it through this, but sometimes people are having a rough day. Sometimes people need you to just be positive with them. You can make somebody's day better. And with that said, I'm excited to continue our student messages each week. And if anybody has a topic that they would like to present to the rest of the student body and teachers, please let me know. You can see me in the lunchroom or you can send me an email. Thank you for your time and go Mustangs.